Hey party people, this is Zach from visionswell.com, products and principles for a simple, serene life. And today I'm taking a look at 5 palm-sized EDC stash containers that you can use to store all types of things. Whether you want to protect something fragile, protect something important like emergency documentation, or if you just want to smuggle stuff into a concert or somewhere where you wouldn't want people to find what's on you, you can use these EDC stash containers for all kinds of different things. They fit into the palm of your hand, they're lightweight, they're small, and they can fit virtually anywhere. So let's take a look at each of these items individually and their features, and you can decide which one of these stash containers fits your needs and which one is the perfect size for you and fits in your pocket. Let's take a look. First up, we have this waterproof keychain pill holder. This is the cheapest one of the bunch and retails for $3.99. I bought this off of Amazon, and it's a generic little metal pill holder. It has a screw top, and then on the inside you can see it has a large cavity. It's about, half the length of my index finger, and you could fit something like rolled up emergency money, emergency contacts or passwords on a form, a couple of pills, any kind of thing that you would want to bring that you need to be waterproof and in a protective container that has durable sidewalls. You could fit it inside here, screw the top back on, and then it also attaches to a keychain. This could easily fit in your pocket, in a shoe, behind your belt, even in your hat maybe. You could put this anywhere, and it's just a really cheap, easy way to have a protective container for small items. Next up, you have this GoTubb in the small size from a company called Humangear. I've mentioned Humangear before. They make all kinds of different camping and travel utilities. I use their utensil set. I've used their reusable silicone bag. I've used all kinds of different items from them, and I really like the products that they make, and they're super useful. And this one is just a little pocket container that you can open with one hand. So if you squeeze the sides here, the bottom comes off, and then you have this little white capsule here that you could put all kinds of things like pills, creams, powders, any kind of thing that you need to put in a little protective container and carry with you. It could be snacks, it could be all kinds of different stuff. I use this personally in my individual first aid kit, and I put my medications in here so that they don't get crushed or powdery. And it really is a useful little container, and they're super cheap. They have different colored lids so that you can organize your medications or whatever items you're bringing. It operates with a one-handed operation like I showed, and then it clips back together. It's waterproof, and it's a super nice little protective container. You could stick this in your shoe, you could stick this in your back pocket or a bag or sling, and there's a lot of different options for what you could fill this with. And the Humangear GoTubb in the small size retails for $11.99 US, and you get 3 of them. So this is a really affordable option. Next up, you have the Tiny Ultem Pocket Box. This is from CountyComm. And this is a little pocket box that you can use for all types of things like your medications, any kind of creams, pills, powders, screws if you want to store them. Any item you have that's small and needs to be protected can fit in this little box. It's made from Ultem, which is a high heat resistant plastic that's super dense. It's used in aircrafts. It's a really miracle material. It has a really attractive topographical map on the top, so it gives it a little bit of visual flair in addition to the color of the Ultem, which I also really like. And the top lid of the box just has a sliding lid with a magnet on either end so you can open it from either side. If you slide it open, it magnetically locks in place at about halfway, and it also magnetically locks in place all the way. So depending on how you want to open this container, you have a couple different options. It could fit a lot of things. It's very protective. It's that high density Ultem plastic. It's really protective. It's heat resistant. So this would be a great little pill container. I've also used this in my first aid kit for pills, but you can also use it for any kind of small item that you might have. It retails for $12.49, which I think is really affordable for something made out of Ultem. And any kind of small items that you want to put in here, I think would work absolutely beautifully. So I really like this little container. I think it's pretty slick, and I like the detail work on it, and it's just a really nice little item here. Next up, you have this match and compass capsule from CountyComm that's made out of copper. It's a really heavy duty, so it's slightly heavier than a lot of the items in this bunch, but it's very high quality. It's super durable. You have a little compass on the bottom. It's just a cheap compass, but it could help you in a pinch. It has an attachment point at the top if you wanted to put a lanyard or a keychain on here. It unscrews, and it's got a little rubber gasket that helps with waterproofing. It's got a lot of space inside if you wanted to stash money or identification or any kind of emergency passwords, pills, powders, creams, anything you want, you could put inside this little capsule. It's super beefy, super protective, super durable. It's heavy, it's really well made. And I think if you need something that's a little bit heavier duty and you want to protect something that's a little bit more important, you could put it in this metal one, put it on a keychain, put it inside a bag on a key clip or anything like that. This Copper Match compass capsule from CountyComm retails for $39.95. So it's a little bit more expensive. That's why I say it should be reserved for things that are highly sensitive and you need to protect. But I do think it's a really high quality item and it's definitely worth the price. Then lastly, this is something that you might see in a spy movie because it's really cool and unassuming, but you just see it's a king chess piece that's made out of Ultem, similar to the pill box here. It's made from that high density, heat resistant Ultem material. That's a miracle plastic material, so it's super durable. And then if you unscrew the bottom here, you also have a rubber gasket making it waterproof. And then you have some space in the bottom if you had any kind of pills, creams, or other items or small things that you wanted to store in the base. And then you also have this little tube for things like emergency money or documentation or any other kinds of pills, creams, or items that you'd want to place inside. And I know it's see-through, so it's not necessarily as incognito. The Ultem ones are a little bit translucent, so you might be able to see the items that are inside. But I just think it's really cool from a spy movie perspective. If you're rolling around with a chess piece on you, especially if you have the full Ultem chess set that they also sell, you could put this in the set. No one would ever know what's in there. It's pretty unassuming. And I just think this little king chess piece has a lot of style, so it gets a lot of style points from me. It's a conversation piece. It's something you could put in your pocket or put in a bag, put in a sling. And you have a nice little cool item where you could store emergency materials or anything small that you want to smuggle in somewhere. You have this little option that's pretty cool, and you know, it could be a conversation starter. So I really like this, and it retails for $39.95 US as well. So I highly suggest you pick one up, even if you just want something cool to keep in your pocket. So overall, all 5 of these different secret stash containers can fit into the palm of your hand. I mean, I can even fit all 5 in the palm of my hand at the same time. So they could easily fit in your pocket, in a shoe, in a backpack, in a sling, and you have a little protective case to bring sensitive items or emergency or backup documentation or money, and some of them are even pretty stylish. And if you want to pick up any of these items, there's links in the description below, and they're affiliate links, which really helps the channel out. So if you'd like to click them, please do. And also in the comments below, let me know if you have any other EDC stash containers that you'd recommend, or ones that you found that were cool or interesting or durable or useful, and their price points, and I'll be happy to do a review video on those as well. Thank you as always for watching. I really appreciate everyone who likes, comments, and subscribes. You're all amazing and you're the reason that this channel exists. So I really appreciate everything so far, and I'll definitely see you in the next video. Take care.